Hey guys, welcome back to Dudley Do Right. I'm Ellis Dudley and I'm the president and owner of Dudley Accounting Services, where we are helping businesses strengthen their balance sheet and restabilize their business and survive COVID-19 during this time. It is our main focus at this time. We usually are in the real estate sector and real estate investors and real estate professionals, but we have had a whole paradigm shift into what is relevant of what is needed at this time. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to document your expenses so that you can maximize your forgiveness amount. So what's the correct documentation that I need to get this forgiven? We already have the documentation to actually get the loan. What do I need to actually get it forgiven? And that is pretty simple. The bank that you're going to be submitting your loan application to for forgiveness, they're going to want to know if you spent this money correctly. They're going to want to know a breakdown of your payroll costs. So you want 60% of your loan amount is going to be used for payroll costs. So a lot of our clients are doing this. They're setting up a separate bank account. So when the expense comes due, they're able to pull the funds from the account that they set up, the PPP fund, and they're able to pay that expense when that payroll expense comes through. That way you're keeping your books kind of separate, because none of this PPP money is supposed to affect your natural business. It's only supposed to cover those expenses such as payroll and allowable costs for you. So you have 60% has to be covered for payroll costs. And then you have 40%, which can be allowable costs, such as rent, mortgage interest payments, if you have equipment that you're leasing, you have a car that you're leasing, or utilities can be in this 40% bucket. But you want to know the correct way to document all of this stuff. So a lot of clients are using that separate bank account method, and they're paying that expense out of that separate bank account that has the PPP money in it, and when the expense comes due, they'll pay that expense. A lot of people want to know, like, how do I get correct documentation? A lot of people think, like, oh, I'll just rely on my bank statement, and you really can't do that. You cannot rely just on your bank statements alone. So here are the 3 things that you need to have in your documentation. So from an underlying perspective, we want to see that you actually owe the money associated with the cost, firstly. Secondly, we want to see that you have actually paid the money associated with the cost, so the transaction actually occurred. And thirdly, we want to see that it came out of the business. So this is the 3 things that you want to have as documentation. So what evidence proves that I have an obligation to pay? So the first support is going to be your obligation to pay. So that is going to be things like utility bills, rent agreements, lease agreements. If you lease out equipment for your business, if you have a car. So they're going to want to see this first support, which is the obligation to pay. But they want to make sure you have this utility or you have this expense before February 15th. So you're going to need to have a printout or a digital copy of your utility bill or your rent lease agreement that is dated before February 15th, 2020, to show that you already have this expense before the pandemic happened, before February 15th. Secondly, you want the payroll costs. So a lot of our clients, we just pull up the 941 that they had in Q1, and that is proof enough that you have the documentation as an obligation to pay your employees. So your 941 is substantial evidence to prove that you have the obligation to pay. So that is the second support that we need. So we're going to need your payroll report, and you want to break it up by each employee, how much you are paying employees before the pandemic in January and February. So this usually is shown on your 941, which you file quarterly anyway. So your 941 will be another level of support for you. So you want to run your payroll report in detail by employee. So Q1 should say that I had X amount of employees during this time, and this is how much I paid them. So you already have this information. You're probably submitting this information when you apply for your PPP loan. So you have this information available. And the third level of support that you need is proof of payment. So those are receipts. So the digital copy of receipts. I recommend that you use digital receipt management tools such as Receipt Bank. Some people use QuickBooks to throw their receipts in QuickBooks. A lot of my clients use QuickBooks, so we use QuickBooks. And also, which is free and clear, you can use your Google Drive. You can take a picture of the receipt and upload it to a folder in your Google Drive, free of charge. Super easy. So this third level of support is the proof of payment. So you have check stubs, you have receipts, you have confirmation emails. So if you pay your utility bill, you know how they send you the email saying thank you for paying your bill, blah, blah, blah. You take a snapshot of that and you put that in a folder and set it aside. Being prepared for your loan forgiveness application is the right way to go. So you want to have all of these documents in a file ready to go when you apply for your loan forgiveness. So we help you do that with the Dudley Accounting Services. So book your consultation with us and we will get all of this set up for you. You don't really have to do anything but provide the actual documents. We'll actually get this set up for you. We'll complete your loan application for you. They're still revising the loan application now that has changes to it, but we're expecting that loan application to come out pretty soon. So you want to hop on this ASAP. So there are 3 important things that you need for each line item for your forgiveness loan, for the payment protection forgiveness loan. You're going to need the obligation to pay, you're going to need the proof of payment, and then you're going to need the bank statement or credit card statements that has each line item that is supported by the obligation to pay and then the proof of payment. Alright, so this has been another video from Ellis Dudley. Thank you for coming to Dudley Do Right. Go ahead and like this video for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to our channel for more. Definitely, if you need help with your PPP loan forgiveness and getting that whole amount forgiven, you want to reach out to us at calendly.com/worksmarter and you can book your free consult with us and we'll get you set up right away. It takes us about 2 to 3 days to get you set up. So it's free of charge. Book your appointment at calendly.com/worksmarter, or if you're bold enough, you can call us at 708-264-6686. Again, our firm's number is 708-264-6686. And go visit our website at dudleyaccountingservices.com and see what we have going on. It's really interesting. This has been another video from your boy Dudley Do Right. I'll see you next time, family. Peace.